Good morning. Good morning. Namaskar. Good morning, everybody. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India. Today, November 12, 2021, Friday, and this is 4 a.m. बोल रहा हूँ। आज दिनांक 12 नवंबर 2021, शुक्रवार सुबह 4 बजे आपके सामने उपस्थित वही बातें जो बार बार कही जाती हैं, वही बातें जो बार बार समझाई जाती हैं, सोची जाती हैं, कोशिश की जाती है कि आप तक पहुंचाई जाएं, फिर भी अगर नहीं पहुंचती तो अलग बात है। वही बातें क्वालिटी की, सेफ्टी की, अच्छा काम करने की, related to public, related to quality, and related to contracts. When contracts are related, this means related to designs, to construction, and how to do some work, which is called method. Method statements, methods to do work. How to organize, and if successfully it is to organize, how to communicate, how to coordinate, and why always be inclined to quality. क्यों सोचें क्वालिटी के बारे में? कहना आसान है, क्वेश्चन भी आसान है। क्वालिटी क्या है? क्वालिटी एक कला है। इट्स नॉट, इट्स माइंड इनपुट, हाउ टू डू सम वर्क, what is best way it appears to use and it appears to view both. देखने में कोई चीज़ कैसी लगती है और प्रयोग लाने में कैसी लगती है, दोनों बातें होती हैं क्वालिटी में। What is purpose of that item? How does it look when we, how does it It's really very important to understand these facts. It's neither in my hands nor in your hands, but in hands of everyone. ये सबके हाथ में है, सबके। चाहे आप पब्लिक हों, या आप इंजीनियर हों, या आप मैन्युफैक्चरर हों, या आप कंस्ट्रक्टर हों, जो भी हों, सबकी कर्तव्य धर्म है, वर्क ड्यूटी है कि हर काम देखने में भी अच्छा हो और उसके इस्तेमाल में भी अच्छा हो, नहीं तो काम करने का कोई मतलब नहीं। क्वालिटी पहली रिक्वायरमेंट है यूज़ में, और सेफ्टी पहली रिक्वायरमेंट है काम करने के तरीके में। किसी को कोई हक नहीं है कि आप किसी को नुकसान पहुंचाएं। किसी को कोई हक नहीं है कि आप किसी का नुकसान करें, किसी के शरीर को क्षति करें या किसी भी प्रोडक्ट को ख़राब करें. No one has got any right to damage quality system or to damage product or to damage somebody's physical health. Money is one part, but these requirements being other one. Which one is higher? Can you earn money by killing someone? Can you earn money by damaging someone? Can you earn money by spoiling natural given money, natural given wealth? You cannot. But we do. And I think, spiritually speaking, it is definition of sin. I can define sin in this way. पाप क्या है? मैं पंडित नहीं हूँ, ना मैं गुरु हूँ, लेकिन यदि मैं काम नहीं करता क्वालिटी से, ये काम नहीं करता जिसकी आवश्यकता है, else. ख्याली पुलाव पकाने वाले सिन सिन नहीं. कहते हैं जी किसी का दिल मत दुखाओ, बड़े शौक से कहते हैं किसी की हानि मत करो. Do not damage someone, do not destroy someone, do not give losses to someone, do not annoy someone, do not, trouble someone. And if I'm not able, and if I'm not able to give that input, or if I am inefficient to provide that input on that activity, I can assure that I commit some sin. उस काम को सही ना करने के लिए मैं अपने आप को पापी कहलाऊंगा. पापी अपने आप को, पहले मैं स्वयं पापी हूँ क्योंकि मैं गलत काम कर रहा हूँ. I am sinner because I am not abiding by requirement. I am not abiding by my requirement. I accepted something but I am unable to do that. This means I am not abiding by my own commands. I am not abiding, I don't abide by my own determination. What do you call it? Well, I think in non-religious way, in non-spiritual way, I can say that it's professional sin. Because first of all, it is my duty to do the job according to requirement. Secondly, that I have given this job and I am not doing that. So it's kind of professional sin, I can say. I did not do my professional duty. I did not take my responsibility, and I am a part of sin, and I have to respond to that myself. Why should I wait for further action? I have to prosecute myself. I have to punish myself. Everyone in profession, you too, are expected to punish yourself if you don't do your duty well. Punish in what way? You have to decide, because you are mature enough to do work according to quality, and if you knowingly do it or don't do it, it's up to you. If you flow in direction, your water flows. You can't resist then you have no right to name yourself professional. I'm not saying only engineer, all professionals who are paid for working in profession. All. You are one of them. You are paid for good work, quality work, safe work, durable work. It may be design work or it may be executive work. Design is higher, always higher. Design is always higher than execution. But design too is a part of execution, don't forget that. Design is not superlative, means design too is a part of execution. When it comes in preview of contract, design and build. So it doesn't mean what's done on site or what's done in processing or what's done in factory or industry. That's only design is also a part of profession. Is good. If design is an excellent one, it's recommended, it's preferred, it should be honored. But it's not beauty that is required. It's not presentation alone. No. It's presentation in physical form. How shall it be delivered? Because engineering designs everybody cannot understand. Only engineers can understand, or those who are related in engineering, they understand. Every person cannot understand designs, but design is work. It's a past part of work. Just like prosecution of works. Similarly, design is also executive work. It is also, you can say, non-executive work as well, because it is policy work, it is direction work. So we have to be more careful in designs. We have to be more careful in designs because design can create problems. Design can make life easy of life of those who work in sites, work on in factories. We have to understand all these. Quality is not one end. Quality can never be one end. Quality can never be. It should be fit for purpose. It should be defined correctly, and if we cannot define that, it may not work. Quality in construction, quality in production, manufacturing, quality in services, in education, in individual, in society, communication, coordination, everywhere it's required. And in fact, life is based on engineering. And engineering is that domain which is super. Same way as medical is. गुणवत्ता हर काम में आवश्यक उत्पादन हो, and it should be understood all time. Why always behind quality? In life, you can say that quality has same status as your soul, and engineers have same status as producers. Maybe they are employees, they are not owners, but as far as quality and safety are concerned, they cannot be taken for granted. They are owners of activities, they are owners of selection, they are owners of decision. Engineers are owners of designs, they are owners of processes, they are owners of methods. Maybe not 100%, but for decision making purpose, engineers are owners. उत्तरदायित्व होता है इंजीनियर्स का, काम को सही तरह से सोचें. ऑफ कोर्स सही तरह से जो भी सामग्री भगवान ने दी है, कच्ची सामग्री, उसको सही रूप से कार्य में लें, उसके बारे में समझ हो, उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज़ का समझने का अधिकार उनको होता है. टेस्ट कॉलेज से, यूनिवर्सिटीज से क्या मतलब है? फिर व्हाट्स मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? यू अंडरस्टैंड? हैव यू थॉट ऑफ दैट? क्या पैसा कमाने के लिए होती है वो? हो सकता है कुछ लोगों के लिए पैसा कमाने के लिए होते हैं, मैं इस बात को पूरा नहीं मानता, क्योंकि आखिर ये है तो बिजनेस ही है, तो धंधा ही है, तो उद्योग ही, एक उद्योग ही तो है ये पैसा कमाना, छोटा सा ही, और पैसा सभी कमाते हैं, ये भी ज़रूरी है. जीवन की चलाने के लिए पैसा कमाना या ऐश करने के लिए पैसा कमाना, या अपने आप को सबसे बड़ा साबित करने के लिए, दोनों में सब में फ़र्क है. इंजीनियरिंग साइंस में जाना है या मैनेजमेंट में जाना है या कहीं और जाना है, इस हिसाब से कि हमारी पैकेज क्या होगी, हमारी सैलरी क्या होगी, हमें क्या पैकेज मिलेगा, वो एक मेजरमेंट बन चुकी है. यू कैन से इट्स लाइक रिलेटिव मेजरमेंट दैट हाउ मच आई गेट मंथली और ईयरली, what's my package per year, per annum, if I join civil engineering, or if I join electronics, or if I join medical science, or if I join management. And even though who have passed engineering, they are not interested in engineering. I have seen hundreds of cases. Means I'm not getting that package in civil engineering, so I should worry for. I go to management, or previously it was I go to IT. So now IT is also not green now. It's gone bad. It's gone a little down. But that was, you can say, a measurement unit. So we have spoiled ourselves. In fact, money making is one part of life, but development is another part of life. Service to God is another part of life. Service to God doesn't mean prayer. No, work is prayer. We say work means work. Whatever you do, whatever work you do, that should be according to honest requirement. It should meet your requirement. It should means for whom you work, that person's requirement, that organization requirement. Therefore, I should say that quality always is controlled by engineers, even though engineers are employed. Engineers are employed in supervision, they are employed in industries, employed in factories, employed in, you can say, processing, employed in construction. No place exists where engineers are not employed, engineers from all branches of engineering. And I always stress engineers that it is only engineering community that has full control of quality and safety. It's neither in control of owners, nor in control of government, nor in control elsewhere. It's only engineers of all designations who are required to deliver quality fitness and safety fitness. I should say fitness. Fitness means what here? He just know there's no screwdriver and there's no screw, there's no nail and there's no hammer. What's there? Fitness. Whatever you do so that it fits into requirement. Fitness to requirement, or you can say suitability to requirement. Whatever is defined for something, who is definer, who is a specifier? It is only engineer who may be specifier. It's only engineer who can be designer. It's only engineer who does it practically, physically. And all these work for user. User, or you can call client or employer. Employer is a person at lowest rank, maybe who's not directly involved as owner, but that item is used, is consumed by that person. So that person, if says, okay, I am happy, I am satisfied with this item, I can say that is what certificate is. I don't care for ISO 9000 certificate. I don't care for somebody else certificate. I can care for user who says I'm happy, I'm satisfied, I bought this item and this performs. That is real certificate. And that certificate is real requirement, and not I don't believe in manufacturer's claim. I don't believe in quality person's claim. I don't believe in engineer's claim. I believe in such claims. Yes, I use this item and I'm very happy. How many percent you get such comments? I don't want some paper signed by service. Oh, they see we did this service and it's excellent service commented by user. Well, it's just description I'm telling you. How you think it's up to you. Only requirement is we must comply with defined requirements. हमें जो भी ज़रूरत है किसी भी प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए, उसका उत्पादन करने के लिए, वो उसी हिसाब से होना चाहिए जैसी डिमांड की गई है, जैसी हमको कहा गया है कि आपको इस तरह से इसको करना है, हमें इससे इतना लेवल का यूज़ चाहिए। इसीलिए हर प्रोडक्ट की रेंज स्पेसिफिकेशन में अलग हो जाती है, कहीं कुछ बढ़ जाता है, कहीं कुछ घट जाता है, लेकिन फॉर्म वही रहता है, रिक्वायरमेंट वही रहती है। जितने भी रिक्वायरमेंट है, वॉट एवर रिक्वायरमेंट वी क्लेम फॉर दैट विल गिव दिस मच, दैट शुड एग्जिस्ट। अगर वो नहीं एग्जिस्ट होती है तो क्वालिटी में कमी है, और वो कमी ठीक नहीं है, वो चाहे उसके डिज़ाइन में हो या उसके करने में हो, वर्क में। क्वालिटी हैज़ टू बी कंप्लाइड विद defined, specified, stated requirements within ambit of work designed valid specifications. छोटा बड़ा अलग बात है, पैसा जितना लगेगा चीज़ तो उतनी ही मिलेगी, ये भी सच है। जितना मटेरियल लगाओगे उतना ही काम आएगा, कम लगाएंगे क्वालिटी वाइज तो कम काम देगा, जितनी ज़रूरत है उतनी लगाएंगे तो सही काम देगा। और ये सच बात है। मिनिमम लेवल होता है, एक मिनिमम लेवल होता है और मैक्सिमम की तो कोई लिमिट ही खैर नहीं होती। क्वालिटी रेंजेस इन एलोबरेशंस डिपेंडिंग ऑन इंडिकेटिव डिस्क्रिप्शंस, एंड देयर एक्सिस्ट नो अनलिमिटेड स्कोप ऑफ क्वालिटी। होता क्या है कि सबको काम करना है, सबको खाना खाना है। हालात ये कि इंजीनियर हों, डॉक्टर हों, इसके बिना तो गुजारा नहीं होना है, लेकिन उनको जीना है। वो भी चले जाते हैं पैसे के चक्कर में, सबके हाथों में। विकास के नाम पे चोर पैदा हो जाते हैं, डकैत पैदा हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि विकास बंदा कर देते हैं, विकास होता ही नहीं है। बुरा मानेंगे तो बेशक माने आप, लेकिन ये सच है कि आजकल प्रोफेशन में भी चोरों की कमी नहीं है, डकैतों की कमी नहीं है। आज के जीवन में ऐसा कोई क्षेत्र नहीं है जहाँ चोर ना हो, डकैत ना हो। और सबसे बड़ा चोर, सबसे बड़ा डकैत हमारे देश का या पूरे विश्व का राजनीतिक जीवन है। राजनीतिक जीवन जिसमें बड़े बड़े पदों पे बड़े बड़े चोर और डकैत विराजमान हैं। अभियंता तो छोटी सी बात है, डॉक्टर भी छोटी सी बात है, क्योंकि ये बहुत छोटे पद हैं, लेकिन पढ़े लिखे पद हैं, शिक्षित पद हैं। इन पदों को पाने के लिए, चाहे वो चिकित्सक का पद हो, अभियंता का पद हो या कोई और पद हो, बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है। उस तरफ जो पद हैं राजनीति के, उसमें झूठ बोलना पड़ता है, बेवकूफ़ बनाना पड़ता है और वोट पाने पड़ते हैं। फ़र्क सिर्फ इतना है, अंतर इतना है। यहाँ मेहनत करके आगे बढ़ता है इंजीनियर या डॉक्टर या कोई और वहाँ बेवकूफ़ बना के, झूठ बोल के, सपने दिखा के आगे बढ़ता है। बस इतना सा छोटा सा फ़र्क है। उनके हाथों के खिलौने हम बन जाते हैं जो बहुत मेहनत करके आते हैं। पढ़े लिखा वर्ग, बहुत मेहनत करने वाला वर्ग, दिमाग से, मस्तिष्क से, काम से, उन लोगों के हाथ का खिलौना बन जाता है जो चोरी भी कर सकते हैं, डकैती भी डाल सकते हैं, और हम हमारे साथ खेलते हैं क्योंकि उनके पास शक्ति है, राजनीतिक शक्ति। वो शक्ति जो शायद हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है। हमारी शक्ति सिर्फ टेक्निकल है, अभियंता की और डॉक्टर की भी, चिकित्सा की। इसलिए थोड़ा सा दुख होता है। आखिर पैसा हम किसका खा रहे हैं? अपना ही खा रहे हैं, अपना ही चोरी कर रहे हैं, अपनी ही डकैती डाल रहे हैं, लेकिन खुश हैं। अभियंता वर्ग सुरक्षित नहीं, सीरियस नहीं है, उसको अपनी नौकरी करनी है, और मेडिकल वाले को भी अपनी नौकरी करनी है। इसी बात से थोड़ा सा दुख होता है। फिर किधर है धर्म? No excuse if there is no quality. Quality is not a should, it's not a shall, it's not we do it. No, it's a must. It's must. And I think if quality is missed, one should be prosecuted. That's the only way. It's not simply I fine it or I get you back your money. What does it mean? It happens these days. We'll refund you if this doesn't suit you. No. My time is not spare. I buy something, then I say, okay, it doesn't work, so I refund you. What do you mean by that? I didn't pay money to you. I didn't buy this item. You refund me. I want to use this item. So don't befool me that you're a very honest person. I want quality. I don't want refund. I don't want compensation. I want quality. Or I hang you. We can't hang. But there should be some rule, some regulation. For lapse of quality, there should be considerable punishment. It doesn't exist if quality doesn't exist. And it's engineer who should be prosecuted, it's owner who should be prosecuted, manufacturer should be prosecuted, along with the engineer, and engineer is responsible, first responsible. And if owner doesn't support engineer to that requirement, it should be, then owner should be prosecuted. And engineer should understand this. You are an engineer, you are not a politician. You are an engineer who's educated, who's qualified, who's considered expert of something, and you are not doing your expertise, you are not doing your work. So it is you who is responsible. And same applies to medical science doctor. Maybe it is considered very serious talk, but it's a factual. I'm not saying all are same, but even 1% or 2% or 3% people can spoil whole show. And my dear civil engineers, you are not ordinary engineers. You are ab initio, you are starter. Starter should always be tasty, it should also be delicious. You are engineer, you have to quench everything, right? Remember it. Every engineer is responsible along with civil engineers. It's your requirement, that's your. So when in our, you can say, file of that file which I not opened yet, that is, like, can say that file is silver, That file is EPC contract, which is of course FIDIC document. I'm just referring that one because long talk at one point doesn't work very sometimes, and we have to understand clearly what we are going to do. I think operational maintenance manuals we have gone through, staff and labor also I think we have gone through. Labor, contract superintendents and all that we have gone through. Testing by contractors we have gone through. So what is there is now, I think it is program, time for completion, program, then it was advance warning, extension of delay damages, and payment to plant is okay, resumption of work, test and completions was over, extension of time defects, resulting performance certificate is also issued, clearance of site, test of completion. I think variations we have done to some extent. Provisional sums we have, day work we have talked of. Changes in law. Changes in law, day work. Okay, we were talking about day work last time. What's meaning of day work? We explained. हमने समझा कि day work क्या है, कैसे है. आपको समझाया भी बड़े simple terms में. There is no way out, and it is mandatory to include that work on contract. Where there is no way, no item exists for that, and it's not a part of contract itself. It's not a part of contract, it cannot be a part of contract, but it's a requirement, it's a mandate, you have to do that, whatever way it comes to. There is no other way out. You don't have any price for that. You can't decide price for that because of no BOQ, no item, no reference, no schedule. But that item has to be worked. In fact, I have done it myself in my career many times. And that's why, I got such opportunities where such items existed and I did not know at that time. I'm not talking recently, I'm talking very long back. You can see it was in 87 or 88 exactly, I don't remember. But I was located in Doha, Qatar. I had some part of, and we agreed with employer that because actually we had to follow clause of day work. So we did everything. We provided a group of workers. Work was assigned, supervisor allotted, materials were contract, but this work you can say work without contract, but within contract. When you say within contract means there's a provision, there exists a provision for that in contract itself. And that provision clause is either piecework is nothing, it is actual measurement of work. You may say it is quantity of material based, it's time of involvement of workers, it's time of involvement of machines, it's time of involvement of supervision, it's time of requirement of whatever is requirement, whatever is included temporarily or permanent I say, or even preparatory, all those data we have to obtain from site, from work. It's not given somewhere else, it's not given anywhere else in forms of data. It's from a formula. We don't have that. We have to work out real requirement based on observation. Based on observation. And of course, it's not, we have to construct a building. You cannot say that. You cannot say we have to construct a building or a bridge using this formula. No, using this clause, no. It's only very, very small work which is virtually possible. Virtually possible. We have to say really possible. And we can say that we have to record or we have to keep timekeeper there. Otherwise, who can record timings of every person, every machine, or whatever is used or deployed on that activity. You can say activity, small or big, measurable. We can record timings of workers, how many hours our workers contributed, how many hours our whatever machines or equipment contributed, and quantity of materials. All these are recorded. And if we can get quotation for all these, where is this quotation? Then we can say even it can be worked on subcontract, but for that real quotation is required. But such works are emergent. In fact, there is no meaning if we wait for quotation. It's better to do it day work your own, and it's very easy. Hardly it's activity, maybe an activity of 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week maximum, 15 days maximum. You may be somewhere deploy 5 persons, 10 persons. Sometimes you bring machine, you take back crane, you bring for example mobile crane, or you can bring some shovel, some dumper for some time. And when you have machine hours fixed, you have calculated, you have worked out workers hours, and you have got how much material is consumed. Both parties, means contractor and employer's representative who is an engineer, must have certain certified records every day, and that record is then combined to reach to actual values of whatever is spent on that item. And that's what we say, that sum we calculate. We reach a sum based on our agreed rates or proposed rates, which are normal. It's not a question of making profit. It's not a question of making profit because this is the indirect. Because very, very many work, and without that work, your vehicle cannot move, you see, your site cannot move. So it's kind of a cover up. It's kind of you can fuse, just like in distribution board. We have to then accept. Of course, with 5% margin, you can say based on your rates. You can say, okay, this is X amount, which is to be paid to contractor for this day work. So that X amount is used as variation on that project. दिन में काम का मतलब दिन के काम से नहीं है, काम चाहे रात में हो, दिन में हो, जब भी हो, उस तो 24 घंटे का हिसाब होना चाहिए, हर 24 घंटे का. 24 hours days means 24 hours, and we have to हमें सब साफ रखना है. कितना वर्क लगा, कितना वर्क हुआ, कितना मटेरियल लगा, कितने वर्कर्स लगे, कितनी मशीन लगी, घंटों के हिसाब से. और रेट्स हमारे कैलकुलेट हो जाते हैं. वो कोई इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, क्योंकि हम हर एक्टिविटी का एनालिसिस करते ही हैं. हर एक्टिविटी का एनालिसिस होता है और उसके हिसाब से रेट लगाए जाते हैं. तो वो कोई बहुत बड़ा इशू नहीं है. एक्सपीरियंस लोग इसको आराम से कर सकते हैं. इसलिए डे वर्क ऐसा इशू जिसमें कोई डिस्प्यूट नहीं हो सकता. schedule is not included in contract, this subclause shall not apply. Okay. For work and following procedure shall apply. Before ordering goods for such work other than goods priced in day work schedule, contractor shall submit one or more quotations from contractor suppliers and or subcontractors to employer. Thereafter, employer may instruct contractor to accept one of these quotations, but such instruction shall not be taken as an instruction under subclause nominated subcontractors. If employer does not so instruct contractor within 7 days of receiving quotations, contractor shall be entitled to accept either of these quotations at contract. क्या है आखिर, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है समझने के लिए और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पर्पस के लिए. इट्स आल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन. वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट दिस. देखिए, जब हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की बात करते हैं, व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वी टॉक ऑफ लॉज. इसलिए हम लोग शायद इंजीनियर कम्युनिटी थोड़ा हेजिटेट करती है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से. लेकिन आप हेजिटेट करें या ना करें, भाग तो नहीं सकते आप जब तक आप इंजीनियर हैं. जब तक आप इंजीनियर हैं, इंजीनियरिंग में हैं, बेशक आप डिज़ाइंस में ही क्यों ना हो, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से तो आप भाग ही नहीं सकते. आप भागेंगे तो फिर आप जिस तरह वकील करते हैं, जिस तरह जजेस करते हैं, लेकिन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है और इंजीनियरिंग इंजीनियरिंग है. Engineering is engineering and contract is contract, and you cannot run away from contracts because you have to deal with contract at every step in your engineering life, engineering career. Of course, it's not contract, it's just contract of communication. It's contract of understanding, it's contract for work. It's not contract for marriage or something else or civil life, it's a contract in profession, and that is standard one. Contracts means something to do by two persons. As we already defined contract, there is a track. On that track there are two persons walking or moving. You can say it's like a railway track. Five kilometers ahead you follow me. It's not like that. You have to reach destiny together. You have to walk together. You have to move together. And written form, it is bound. Just like you hire a bus. Okay, I take this public bus or whatever bus or train. What you have to buy? You have to buy ticket of that. Ticket that covers your both points, origin and destiny. Origin and destination. This ticket indicates that you have paid money. It indicates that you agreed between these two designations. These two destinations, origin and final destination, and that service provider also agreed that service is provided to you, is going to be provided to you. You are using that service. So that small ticket, for whatever length it is, for whatever days it's valid for, till you are on that journey, this contract is valid. Time you get down from that, time you devote that service, it may be flight, it may be whatever else, when you are out, from time when you are in. This ticket is a contract. Is a contract. And once you leave that service, this contract is performed. When you join this service, when you board that carrier, then your contract commences. It starts. So there are two stages when you enter that service and when you come out of that carrier. That is duration of contract for which you paid money. This is very simple to understand. If you buy some item, in market, they say, okay, you use this item and this item is like this. This is specification of this item. You agree with that and you buy it. Then it also says that it's warranted for or guaranteed for 2 months, 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. Likewise, whatever it is. And once this warranty is over, then you have to take responsibility yourself of its maintenance, of its service. So there are two types of contracts in this. One contract is when you buy it, this means cost of product plus cost of that guarantee or warranty period is in. So you have this contract. And after the contract is over, then you have to get another contract if you wish. And that is called annual maintenance contract, AMC. So you can see, even whatever you buy, it's a contract of use of that item which is not consumable. You buy vegetable, you consume it, so it's over. You buy food items like wheat or grains, you consume it, it's over. So you cannot say that when you buy vegetable it's a contract, because it is natural item. There exists no control on that vendor who sells you vegetable about quality of vegetable. Vegetable is there available. You go to market, you see what type of vegetable it is. It's up to you to buy it or not to buy it. Vegetable vendors shall not guarantee anything. So you can say that's a different deal. It's not a contract. You can't say it's contract, because if you cannot consume it that day and it's decomposed and you have to throw it, you cannot raise any claim on that item, on that vendor. So this is the difference. Means there is a type of contract. Repealed or modified or new laws are legislated. So laws of country, which is, you can say, including the introduction of new laws and repeal or modification of existing laws. Judicial or official governmental interpretation or implementation of laws referred to wherever above, or you can say permit, permission, license, or approval obtained by employer, or it's called compliance with laws, and also requirements for whatever permit, permission, license, or approval to be obtained by contractor under subparagraph above, compliance with laws. List after base date. After base date, remember, and base date means closing tender date, tender closing date minus 28 days. Base date which affect contractor in performance of obligations under contract. In this sub clause, change in laws means changes under above, as said above. And if contractor suffers delay or incurs an increase in cost as a result of changes in law, contract shall be entitled subject to claims for payment and extension of time and or payment of such cost. If there is decrease in cost as result of whatever change, as a result of whatever changes in laws, contractor shall promptly give a notice to employer, or employer shall promptly give a notice to contractor with details supporting particulars. Thereafter, employer shall either instruct a variation under variation by instruction or request a proposal under variation by request for proposal. क्या है आखिर हमने कहा, आपने टेंडर दिया, भर दिया, टेंडर की एक बेस डेट होती है, वो आप डिफाइन की हुई है, टेंडर क्लोजिंग डेट माइनस 28 डेज। तो इसी बीच में या कोई बात होती है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, कानून नियम की तरफ से, कहीं कोई चेंज होता है नियम में, कानून में कोई भी नियम बनाया जाता है नया, या कोई भी सुधार किया जाता है, कुछ भी किया जाता है, आपको उसके बीच में उसके कानून के उस नियम के हिसाब से परमिट लेने होते हैं, परमिशन लेनी होती है। कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो अफेक्ट करती है काम को ऑफिशियली, चाहे सरकार की तरफ से हो, या वो न्यायालय की तरफ से हो, या वो पार्लियामेंट की तरफ से हो, उसका इफेक्ट आपके काम पे पड़ता है, जो आपके फोर्सिंग में नहीं था, आपकी दृष्टि में नहीं हो सकता था। उससे जो भी प्रभाव पड़ेगा आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे, जो भी चेंज आने की उम्मीद है, उसकी कुछ प्रोविजंस में क्लेम बनते हैं, किए जाते हैं। वो किस तरह से किए जाएंगे नहीं होंगे, वो अलग बात है। उससे आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का अमाउंट बढ़ भी सकता है और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का अमाउंट कम भी हो सकता है। इस केस में अगर क्लेम बनते हैं, एक्सटेंशन ऑफ टाइम बनता है या कुछ भी बनता है, तो वो दोनों पार्टीज उसके लिए एलिजिबल हैं, एक देने के लिए, एक लेने के लिए, या उसमें अगर कोई नुकसान नहीं होकर फ़ायदा भी होता है, तो फ़ायदा आपका नहीं है, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर का उस फ़ायदा को क्लेम कर सकता है एम्प्लॉयर। ये दोनों के लिए इक्विटी यही है। इसमें ये नहीं कि फ़ायदा है तो आपका है और नुकसान है तो मेरा है, ये नुकसान है तो आपका है, फ़ायदा है तो मेरा है। Adjustments for changes in cost, प्राइस, कॉस्ट, कुछ भी कहे आप, कुछ भी कह सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है कहने में और कोई दिक्कत नहीं है सुनने में। ये बात भी बहुत ज़रूरी है। एडजस्टमेंट्स फॉर चेंजेस इन कॉस्ट, क्या कहता है? लेट्स सी व्हाट इट सेज। If there are no schedules of cost, if there are no schedules of cost indexation in a particular condition, in particular conditions, if there is nothing as such, you can say this clause doesn't apply. But amounts payable to contractor, amounts payable to contractor shall be adjusted for rises or falls in cost of workers, goods, and other inputs to works by addition or deduction of amounts calculated in accordance with schedules of cost indexation in particular conditions. Amounts payable to contractors shall be adjusted for rises or falls in cost of worker, goods or other inputs to works. Contract price stated in contract agreement shall be deemed to have included amounts to cover contingencies of other rises and falls in cost. Adjustment to be applied to amount otherwise payable to contractor. Contract price and payment shall be calculated for each of currencies in which contract price is payable. No adjustment shall be applied to work valued on basis of cost or current prices. Use a provisional index for purpose of interim payments under interim payment clause. When a current cost index is available, adjustment shall be recalculated accordingly. If contractor fails to complete works within time for completion, adjustment of prices thereafter shall be made using either each index or price applicable on day 49 days before expiry of time for completion of works, current index of price. Okay. In particular conditions, this shall not apply. That's always everywhere in this. You have seen, if this doesn't happen, this doesn't apply. Means it's not available, it's not work, it's not included. That doesn't happen, doesn't apply. That's everywhere. अगर इसमें ऐसा क्लॉज है जो ये क्लॉज की कंडीशंस नहीं है, कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है, तो ये अप्लाई नहीं होगा, ऐसा ये कहता है. Okay, fine, no problem. Now, amounts payable to contractor is a clause of change in cost. Amounts payable to contractor, ठेकेदार को जो देना है आपने पैसा, shall be adjusted for rise and falls. उसकी एडजस्टमेंट की जाएगी राइज होने में प्राइस के, कीमत के, या कम होने के, गिरने के, एडजस्ट की जाएगी इन कास्ट ऑफ वर्कर्स, इन कास्ट ऑफ गुड्स एंड अदर इनपुट्स टू वर्क्स। उन सब में जो आपके वर्क फोर्स है उसका प्राइस, जो आपके सामान है उसका प्राइस, या कोई और दूसरा इनपुट है उसका प्राइस, उस सब में होगा। By addition or deduction of amounts calculated in accordance with schedules of cost indexation in particular condition, अगर वो cost indexation आपका दिया है तो उसके हिसाब से पैसा बढ़ा सकते हैं। that to extend that full compensation, to extend that full compensation for whatever rise or fall in costs is not covered by this clause or other clauses of these conditions, contract price stated in contract agreement shall be deemed to have included amounts to cover contingencies of other rises and falls in cost। अगर वो स्केड्यूल नहीं है, जैसा हमने कहा, फुल कंपनसेशन दी जाए या ना दी जाए ये एक इशू है, और वो उसके अंदर कंडीशंस में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस जो कहा गया है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एग्रीमेंट में, ऐसा कुछ डिटेल नहीं दी हुई है। इसका मतलब ये भी लगाया जा सकता है कि आपने जो प्राइस लिखे हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चार्ज कर रहे हैं, वो राइज एंड फॉल को कवर करता है, ये भी मतलब है इसका। टू एक्सटेंड दैट फुल कंपनसेशन फॉर whatever rise or fall in costs is not covered by the subclause or other clauses of these conditions, contract price stated in contract agreement shall be deemed to have included amounts to cover contingency of other rises and falls in cost। अगर आपके पास कुछ डाटा नहीं है, कोई ऐसा ऑथेंटिक डाटा नहीं है, तो जो भी राइज एंड फॉल प्राइस का होना है इस लमसम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में, उसका इफेक्ट एम्प्लॉयर को नहीं पड़ेगा, आपको वही मिलेगा जो एग्री किया गया है। और अगर कोई इंडेक्सेशन है तो उसको कंसिडर किया जा सकता है। एडजस्टमेंट टू बी अप्लाइड टू अमाउंट, जो भी एडजस्टमेंट कर रही है अमाउंट में, adjustment to be applied to amount otherwise payable to contractor, contract price payment shall be calculated on each of currencies in which contract price is payable, and no adjustment shall be applied to work valued on basis of cost or अंटिल जब वो समय ये प्राइस इंडेक्स आएगा सामने, until such time as each current cost index is available, employer shall use a provisional index for purpose of interim payments under subclause interim payment। When a current cost index is available, adjustment shall be recalculated accordingly। जब वो इंडेक्स आ जाएगा तो जो भी आपने प्रोविजनल इशू दिया उसको रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा। If contractor fails to complete works within time for completion, adjustment of prices thereafter shall be made using either, अगर आपने काम तारीख के हिसाब से पूरा नहीं किया, कंप्लीशन के हिसाब से, फ्रेश का इफेक्ट होता है, कंप्लीशन नहीं हो पाती। इफ कॉन्ट्रैक्टर फेल्स कंप्लीट वर्क्स विद इन टाइम कंप्लीशन, adjustment of prices thereafter shall be made using either each index of price applicable on day 49 before expiry of time of completion of works, 7 weeks, current index of price, whichever is more favorable to employer. If index is favorable, employer has to use it, or if कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस कैसा प्राइस है, कहाँ से आया है, एक आम आदमी तो नहीं सोचेगा। सब लूट के खा गए पॉलिटिशियंस में, आम ये लोग कह देते। लेकिन आखिर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस है क्या, किससे आप पेमेंट कर रहे हैं, वो प्राइस क्या है? दिस बिकम्स ए क्वेश्चन, but its answer is known to everyone. But everyone does not understand engineering. Everyone doesn't understand contracting. That's where point lies in. Define contract price, that's my question. What is contract price? Okay, what is written on this we will read. But as common sense, you have common sense. Contract price, if you want to locate, you can locate in contract. There's nothing wrong with that. You can see contract document, contract form, and you can read that. What is contract price? It's available there for everyone, but for one only. आपने जितना पैसा किसी भी काम के लिए एग्री किया, वट एवर अमाउंट यू एग्री विद समवन for some work without making any measurement, that payment, that sum which involves all other requirements, where contractor says I'm not going to charge you any expense, उस काम के लिए जो भी पैसा आप एग्री करेंगे, किसी से भी आप कह सकते हैं ये मेरा काम है, आप बता दीजिए, सब कुछ आपको करना है, मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है इसमें, तो आप कितना खर्चा मांगेंगे। उस तरह के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स कितने ज़रूरी हैं समझने, और जब तक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं समझेंगे तो कैसे प्राइस समझेंगे, प्राइस क्या है, प्राइस की वैल्यू क्या है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस किस चीज़ का नाम है। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस जितना कोई मांगता है उसका हिसाब तो वो ज़रूर देगा। आपने कोई टेंडर डाला, यू जस्ट सबमिटेड सम बिड and that bid is accepted, price that is submitted कहते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस, फिक्स्ड लंप सम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस। लमसम भी है, फिक्स भी है, क्योंकि उसको आप एल्टर नहीं कर सकते। उसे कहते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस, unless otherwise stated in particular conditions. Payment for works shall be made on basis of lump sum contract price stated in contract agreement, subject to adjustments, additions, including cost or cost plus profit, to which contractor is entitled under these conditions, and or deductions in accordance with contract. Contractor shall pay all taxes, duties, and fees required to be paid by contractor under contract, and contract price shall not be adjusted for either of these costs except as stated in subclauses, adjustments for changes in law. If whatever quantities are set out in schedules shall not be taken as actual and current quantities of works which where a work if quantities are set out in schedule, they shall not be taken as actual and correct quantities of works which contractor is required to execute, and this shall be used only for purpose stated in schedule. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस के बारे में आपने जो एग्री कर लिया दोनों पार्टीज ने, एम्प्लॉयर ने भी उस एग्रीमेंट को मान लिया और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने मान लिया, और उस एग्रीमेंट में साफ साफ लिखा है कि जो भी टैक्स दे रहे हैं, कोई भी ऐसा खर्चा करना है जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को नहीं जाएगा, उस अथॉरिटी को जाएगा, वो सब उस को कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने मानने के बाद प्राइस देने के सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ही खर्चा करेगा उन चीज़ों का, बेशक वो डायरेक्टली वर्क पे ना हो, खर्च तो करेगा। ये है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस। और अगर चेंजेस इन लॉ होते हैं, अमेंडमेंट इन लॉ होते हैं, वो अलग बात है, वो अलग बात है। नहीं तो कोई भी चेंजेस आपको नहीं मिलेंगे जब तक कि आप उन्हें जस्टिफाई नहीं कर देते। सिंपल सी बात है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस एक बार मान लिया तो मान लिया, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं है। क्वांटिटीज़ बेशक चेंज हो जाएं, जब तक कि ड्राइंग्स चेंज नहीं है, स्पेसिफिकेशन चेंज नहीं है, ऑब्जेक्ट स्कोप चेंज नहीं है, वेरिएशंस नहीं है, आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस को चेंज नहीं कर सकते। अगर इन भुगतान आखिर वो क्या है? एडवांस पेमेंट। If no amount of advance payment is stated in contract data, if no amount of advance payment is stated in contract data, This subclause shall not apply. This is general for everyone, you can say. General for everyone. No, it shall not apply, it shall not apply. That's okay. We have no dispute with that. Not apply means not apply. What to do? Subject to following provisions of subclause. For mobilization and design, you can say amount of advance payment and currencies in which this advance payment is to be made shall be stated in contract data. ये सब क्या होना है, कितना, कैसे देना है, कंडीशंस या प्रोविजंस सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डाटा में हैं, पढ़िए. एवरीथिंग, every information is available in contract data that मैं क्यों दे दूँ, मैं दूँ तो क्यों दूँ. चलो आपने कहा जी आपका काम है तो देना पड़ेगा. या आप कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हैं, आपको हम ट्रस्ट कैसे करें. It's right. It's right, you know. It's not wrong. Maybe this is very small, but it works. एडवांस पेमेंट गारंटी के साथ दिया जाता है. गारंटी, कौन सी गारंटी? एडवांस पेमेंट गारंटी. हमने कह तो दिया एडवांस पेमेंट गारंटी, कैसे होगी वो गारंटी? वो क्वेश्चन तो उठता ही है, हमको समझना चाहिए हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं. एडवांस पेमेंट कितनी होगी वो सब मेंशन है. एवरी डाटा इज इंडिकेटेड इन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डाटा. इफ यू वांट टू क्लेम दैट you have to follow those requirements, those conditions that are included in contract pertaining to advance, pertaining to what should be done in that case, how much money should be paid as your help to run the start project. And that is advance payment guarantee. On what basis bank should give, or from where you bring it, you get it. What is basis? What is basis of that? And that is very important point. We have to consider. And shall submit to employer that guarantee from within a country or other jurisdiction to which employer gives consent and documents, or on another form agreed by employer. But such consent under agreement shall not relieve contractor from any obligation under this subclause. वो गारंटी कैसी होगी, क्या उसकी लैंग्वेज होगी, वो सब फॉर्म दिया हुआ है हमारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स में, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के डाटा में. उसी फॉर्म में आपको वो गारंटी देनी है, वो गारंटी दे के जिस भी बैंक से आप किससे भी लें, किसी भी कंट्री से लें, किसी भी ज्यूरिसडिक्शन से लें,